Everton lost 2-1 to West Ham in the second of the pre-season friendlies out in America. And I watched the game in full, actually. A rare late night for me. And Everton started like this: Travers, Patterson, Keane, O'Brien, Mikalenko, Garner, Irigbunum, Armstrong, Ndiaye, McNeil and Beto. So a lot of first team players started yesterday. Of course, we lost the first game 3-0 to Bournemouth, and West Ham had lost their first game to a narrow 2-1 defeat against Manchester United. So yes, the pre-season games are about fitness, getting ready for the first game of the season, but both teams will have been wanting to win, having lost the first one, and it went West Ham's way. It was almost a terrible start for Everton. Michael Keane plays a pretty bad back pass, and it was West Ham's number 50, Marshall, I believe, should have made it 1-0. And then the opening 15 minutes, it was all West Ham. Keane got booked. Patterson made a pretty bad challenge on Juve when you consider it is a pre-season friendly. And West Ham were the better team. But in the 17th minute, against the run of play, Armstrong capitalised on a bad pass from West Ham. Played Idrissa Gana gave through, and it was 1-0 to us. But then West Ham came again. So Travers then had to make a good save around the half an hour mark. It was a shot from outside the box. I think it was Irving for West Ham. And then around 10 minutes later, Paqueta, it's a gift. Travers, who was there instead of Pickford, failed to clear. He tries to punch it, but I think he actually punches the ball onto his head and it just falls for Paqueta, and it's 1-1. And then the second half, really, frankly, Everton don't get going. So I think in the past I've taken the results to heart a lot. And again, I'm really trying not to do that. I'm trying not to focus on the fact that we've lost the second game. But West Ham made changes. So what I am concerned about, West Ham brought the likes of Fulkrug, Bowen on, and they played. They played some nice football, especially in the second half. And it was a really good goal by Fulkrug in the 64th minute. Poor closing down from an Everton point of view. And then, I've written a note here, by the 75th minute, we are just hoofing the ball at Tierno Barry. So yes, the signing I was excited about, scored goals, whichever club he's been at. I don't know Barry's strengths based on his short performance yesterday, because we were just whacking the ball at him and it wasn't sticking. And so, okay, if you forget the result, what concerned me was there was no pattern of play from Everton. And Ndiaye went off in the second half as well, and it just highlighted that we have nobody like him in reserve. So as soon as Ndiaye went off, I turned to my dad and I said, we're not scoring now. Like, there's just no chance. And West Ham weren't amazing, don't get me wrong, but at least they tried to play when their better players were on. And just to end on, Moyes put James Garner out at right back for a good amount of the second half. And I would like to think that that's a message to the higher ups that we need signings. And so there's my positive for you. We've lost again. We've played pretty poorly. Our bench, really had nothing. Whereas West Ham's could bring on Fulkrug, Bowen, Souček, they brought on 2. and that was really highlighted for me. So we play Man United, I think, in the next one, and I'll probably watch that one too and give you my thoughts. But yeah, I really am trying to not take these results too seriously, but what did concern me was just the football or lack of it from Everton, frankly, yesterday. Okay, if you watched it, let me know what you thought. Bye.